Welcome to the Close-Up Gallery, ladies and gentlemen. You all ready for a good show? Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Just a couple of brief announcements before we begin. First, there's no smoking in here. Also, no photography. Please, when the show is over, this is the way out through this exit door right over here. Okay. The performer that you're about to meet comes to us from the Midwest. He is a professional magician, a second-generation magician. His father was very well known in the field of magic as well. He's been celebrating his debut week here at the Magic Castle, delighting our audiences all week long right here in the Close-Up Gallery. You all are in for a terrific time, so please give a big round of applause and welcome Glenn Bishop.
I'd like to start off with a classic, but first, can I have your name, please?
I'm Sandy.
Sandy, big hand for Sandy. And your name is?
Annie.
Annie. Good to meet you. I'm Glenn Bishop. We're going to start off with a classic in magic. Here we go. Check this out. Make sure it's empty. Hold it up. Show the audience.
See?
Okay, very good. And would you check this out too? Makes it look like a bigger trick and more people look at it.
Any more questions?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we have a cup and a die. Now if I drop the die in the cup, can you hear it shake? Okay, if I take the die, place the die in my hand, give it a little squeeze, get it under the cup without you seeing me put it there, okay? This time I'll place it on top of my fist. Watch the die. Here we go. Look, if I take the die, put it in my pocket, where would you say it is, pocket or cup? Here, I'll give you a hint first. Because some people say pocket, some people say cup. We'll start with If I take the die, place it in my pocket, where is it, pocket or cup? Say cup.
Cup.
Good, because I'm an honest person.
Yeah!
Just, you know the strange thing about this trick? I mean, besides me. But yeah, the second one gets it right. Okay, let's do a classic. This is one of my favorites. It actually isn't a magic effect. It's an old-time swindle. It's called the old three-shell game. There's 3 shells in the little pea, and of course it's legendary. The idea is when the 3 shells are mixed up is to keep your eye on which one has the pea, okay? If I were to mix up the 3 shells, you have to watch which shell contains the pea. Okay. Which one would you say is under?
This one.
Very good, because there are 3 shells and 1 pea. It's not hard. 3 shells and a little pea. The idea is when the 3 shells are mixed up, keep your eye on which shell contains the pea. Which one would you say it's under?
That
Middle
one.
one.
What? I'm sorry?
Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead. You can.
The middle one.
The middle one. Okay. Well, we'll start all over again. Okay. This time I have glass. It can cover each one of the shells. The pea starts in the center shell. Now, if I cover the shell with the glass, if I mix them up, most of the time people say it's here or in the center. It would have to be underneath the glass, right? Yeah. Let's start all over again. Okay? This time I'll do it really slow. As a matter of fact, I'll do it in slow motion. So if you watch close, you'll see how the whole thing works. But it's really interesting. It's sort of a historical thing here. I'll do it very, very slow. Here's the pea. Now, if we mix them up, you have to watch which shell contains the pea, okay? Anybody guess?
The first one.
Oh, did you see it? Okay, well, since she saw it, we better do it again one more time. Okay, one more time with the glass. Pea starts in the center shell. I'm going to cover that shell with the glass. If I mix them up. Now, most of the time, people say it's underneath the glass, except that. That drives me nuts. I'd like to do one for the magicians. We have 4 $50. I'm going to take the $50. They're going to vanish, go up my sleeve, cross my chest, down the other sleeve, and land in the glass. Okay, watch the 4 halves. Here we go. So the first coin travels from one side to the other. Now the second coin follows the first coin. Watch it go. So we wind up with 2 coins in the glass. That's 1, that's 2. And of course 2 coins in the hand. That's 1, that's 2. This time I'll take the coins, place them on top of my fist. There's the first one. And the second coin, it goes on top of my fist. No sign of sneaking out or go near it. Goes up the sleeve, down the other sleeve. Lands in the glass, so naturally that makes 3 coins in the glass. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Watch the last one go. Here it goes.
It's not in your hand.
Well, it's not much, but it didn't take that long, did it? Anyway, let's do a card trick. I like card tricks. This is something interesting with a card trick. Would you select a card, please? Any card in the whole deck, please. Sir, would you also take one too? Look at the cards. Remember, sir, you also take a card, please? And would you take a card also? Hold the cards out. Look at them. Remember them. I'm going to have you show them to the audience as soon as I'm going to turn around in a moment. So pull the cards out. Look at them. Remember them. Okay, I'm going to turn around. Could you hold them up so some of the neighbors can see them? Okay, and some other people. Hold them up. Let others see the card. Okay. Remember your cards. Make sure some of the magicians see it too, so they can give me the proper signal. Okay, I'm coming back now. Here I come. Number 1, right here on top, please. That's the first one. And card number 2, sir, right here. Okay, that's number 2. And number 3, sir. Okay. And number 4. I want you to remember exactly what your cards were. If you saw your cards again, you recognize them, right? Well, I hope you recognize your cards. Otherwise, this whole thing is like really senseless in the end. If you know. So save your cards. Say your cards over and over in your mind, so you don't forget them one more time. Like 4 hearts, 4 hearts, 4 hearts, 4 hearts. That way you won't forget. Okay. Okay. Keep saying that in your mind. Would you take this deck of cards and cut the top half, separating the 2 piles about equal? Give or take a few cards. Cut the top half over here, please. Very good. Now take this half and cut the top half of this half over here. Very good. Now cut this half, top half over here. Very good. We had 4 selections. Now we have 4 piles, and you cut the cards. Wouldn't it be absolutely amazing if I'm going to take the top card of each one of these piles now. I want you to remember, you cut the cards. Wouldn't it be absolutely amazing if card number 1 happened to be the 4 hearts, which was your card. Card number 2 happened to be the 5 of clubs, which was your card, sir. Card number 3, which happens to be the 7 of clubs. And of course, that was your card, sir. And of course, the last card was the 6 of spades. All right, 7 of clubs, free selection. Okay. I want you to write your name on the face of the 7 of clubs. Now be careful because the marker now, the cap is now off. Write your name right in the center so everybody can see it. Very good. Okay. And would you also write your name on the card? Very good. And they did tell me to do 20 minutes, so would everybody please sign the card? I do magic in restaurants, and in restaurants they pay you by the hour, so those little things are always really important. 7 of clubs was a free selection. Since your names are on the face of the cards, that rules out the possibility of using extra cards, duplicate cards, trick cards, correct? Because there's absolutely no way I could duplicate your signatures, right? Okay, watch the 7 of clubs. I'm going to take the 7 if I place it about halfway down in the deck, okay? If I give the deck a little upward riffle, that causes your card, the 7 of clubs, your card, to jump to the top. Here, look. We'll do that again. Look, if we take the 7, put it about halfway down, okay? That's about halfway down in the deck. If I give the deck a riffle, instantly the 7 of clubs jumps back to the top. And then changes into the 10 of hearts. Isn't that amazing? Oh, you don't believe me. You're lying. Now, we started with the 7 of clubs. I'm going to take the 7 if I put it about halfway down in the deck. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't believe it goes in the middle, so I'm going to show you that, look, there's the 7 of clubs. And remember, since there are signatures on the card, your signatures, as a matter of fact, here, watch very, very closely. There's the 7, about halfway down, correct? Watch closely. Did you see it jump to the top?
No.
That's because it went down to the bottom. We'll start all over again. We'll put the 7 where everybody can watch it, but I want you to remember you could have had any card in the deck, like the 4, the Jack, or the 8, but you took the 7. Wait a second, this is getting confusing. Do you know why this works? A lot of people don't know this, but a deck of cards will work just like an elevator. You can send the 7 up or down depending on the button that you press. It works just like an elevator. There are elevator buttons. That's the button right there, you understand? See, bicycles are the only cards that have that button, because if you take the 7, put it in the deck, it's about halfway down. If I give the deck a riffle, see, I press the button, and that causes the 7 of clubs to jump to the top, watch. Almost went down to the bottom. Hold it. 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs. 7 of. Oh yeah, that's the card I never use. Would you please look inside the box? Would you please pick a card, please? One more quick card trick. Take a card, take a card. Look at it, remember it, okay? And trump. That's a 7. Okay. Yeah, just reach and pull out any card to hold it. Go ahead, just grab a card, any card. It doesn't matter. We look at
No way.
They're all different, okay? Okay, look.
One more time, one more time.
We're going to leave this right here, okay? Okay. Pick any card you like. Just grab a card, any card. And would you take one too, okay? Okay, we're going to show everybody. I want you to show all the audience. Make sure they all get to see it. Okay? I want you to remember exactly what your card was. Okay, I'm coming back now. Here I come, here I come. Hide your card. Remember your card. Place it right here on top. Okay, that's card number 1. And card number 2 right here on top. I'm going to lose the cards in the deck. We'll give them a couple of cuts. Now, I showed you this before just for a second. When you riffle the cards, instantly card number 1 jumps to the top. 3 hearts. Was that yours?
Yeah.
Now watch this. This is really, really strange. You take the 3 hearts. If you take it onto the table underneath your hand, and if you rub it, and you rub it really hard, look, it changes into the 4 spades. But the really, really strange thing about this trick, the strange part, is that the first card, the 3 of hearts, that winds up down here in my pocket. I get the feeling you're wondering how I did that. Okay, great. Well, I'll show you exactly what happens. Look, you take the 3 of hearts. What I do is I take the 3 of hearts under my hand and I rub it. And when I'm rubbing it, I push the 3 of hearts down into the mat. It goes into the mat, inside the mat, dances through the mat like this, and it jumps like this into my pocket. Now I can tell you don't believe me. Here, we'll do that again with the 3. Watch. You just take the 3 and you rub it. See, you rub it really hard. Look, it's gone. It's gone from my hand. It's not on the top of the deck. It's actually gone. It's gone. It's not in the deck. My hands are empty. That one scares me too. Here, we'll do one with money. 4 quarters. I'm going to take the 4 quarters and place them at the 4 corners of the mat like this. Now, besides the 4 quarters, we also use 4 playing cards, and I'm going to cover each quarter with a playing card. Like, for example, quarter number 1, quarter number 2, quarter number